It's finally happening. Gervonta Tank Davis is set to face Noaya Inoue on September 28th. Both promoters have confirmed the fight, although the location is still being decided. This exciting matchup came together after Inoue made TJ Doheny retire from boxing, showing that Inoue is eager for new challenges. And who better to face next than Gervonta Davis? Hailing from Baltimore, Davis is equally excited about this fight, as he looks forward to testing his skills against Inoue and finding out just how hard Inoue's punches really are. Both fighters are drawing massive attention, especially now that their fight is happening this month. They've been training intensely, even before the media officially confirmed the matchup. Davis's team had a strong feeling that if Shocker Stevenson didn't step up to face him in the ring, someone else fearless would, and they were right. Instead of Stevenson, a brave fighter from Japan named Inoue has accepted the challenge. After his big win against Frank Martin, Davis has been eager to face another top-level opponent, and his eyes are now firmly set on Inoue. But why does Davis want this fight so badly? It's because Inoue, like Davis, is also undefeated. Davis prides himself on being the best, and he isn't comfortable with anyone else sharing that title. For Davis, taking on Inoue, the Japanese boxing sensation, is the next step in proving his dominance. Defeating another undefeated fighter would cement his status at the top. Inoue, for his part, has also been looking forward to this matchup. He's excited because he believes his win over Doheny was spectacular, but now he's ready for an even tougher opponent like Davis. Inoue thinks that Davis will be the true test of his own abilities, and he's eager to see if Davis's reputation for strength and knockout power holds up against him. For Inoue, if he can defeat Davis, he'll prove that he belongs among the very best fighters in the world. It's a huge challenge, but Inoue is ready to find out if Davis lives up to the hype. In a surprising twist, legendary promoter Bob Arum has weighed in on the fight, naming 3 fighters he believes could finally defeat Gervonta Davis. Until now, Davis has only faced 2 opponents he couldn't knock out before the end of the fight. Instead, he won those matches by unanimous decision, which means the judges awarded him the victory based on points. According to Arum, these new fighters, including Inoue, might have what it takes to challenge Davis in a way others haven't. Arum's comments add an interesting layer to the upcoming fight. Could these new opponents, including Inoue, change the game and force Davis to struggle in ways he hasn't before? It's an intriguing question, especially considering Davis's track record. The first fighter who managed to go the distance with Davis was German Meraz in a 4-round fight, Davis's 9th match. More recently, Isaac Cruz also managed to last all 12 rounds with Davis, especially after Davis injured his hand halfway through the fight. These 2 fighters are the only ones out of Davis's 28 opponents who have survived to hear the final bell. Despite their ability to go the distance, Davis still won by unanimous decision in both cases. Davis is known for his devastating punching power, which has earned him 26 knockouts in 28 wins. He often finishes fights with one perfectly timed punch, leaving his opponents on the canvas. Even when his opponents are performing well, once Davis turns up the pressure, it's difficult for anyone to withstand his onslaught. His knockout ability is so powerful that it's hard to imagine anyone avoiding his punches for too long. When Davis gets serious, his opponents usually find themselves in trouble. For example, one of Davis's most memorable knockouts came when he landed a crushing left hand, sending his opponent crashing to the canvas in the 6th round. This kind of power is what makes Davis so dangerous in the ring and what gives him such a high knockout ratio. His ability to find his opponent's weaknesses and exploit them is unparalleled. In an interview with Boxing Scene Asterix, Bob Arum mentioned Noaya Inoue as one of the few fighters who might be able to deliver a knockout blow to the undefeated Gervonta Davis. Arum believes that while Davis is a superb fighter, it would be fascinating to see how he performs against another undefeated champion like Inoue. Arum is confident that Inoue's skills, speed, and power could potentially end Davis's winning streak and hand him his first loss. Tank Davis is an excellent fighter and a big attraction, Arum said. So sure, we'd like to match Inoue against Tank Davis and see how well they would do. I think Inoue would beat Davis. I really believe that. Arum's belief in Inoue's chances is noteworthy, especially considering his long career as a top boxing promoter. Until recently, Arum had been working with Noaya Inoue, but he recently missed out on re-signing another top fighter, WBC lightweight world champion Shakur Stevenson. Stevenson decided to join Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing instead of staying with Arum's top-ranked promotions. This move by Stevenson was a big shift in the boxing landscape, as Stevenson is one of the most promising fighters of his generation. Interestingly, Brian Norman Jr., who has sparred with both Noaya Inoue and Gervonta Davis, also shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight. Norman Jr. believes that both fighters present unique challenges for one another. However, he ultimately thinks that the fighter who can land the hardest punches will come out on top. For this reason, Norman Jr. is betting on Davis to win. He feels that Davis's punching power gives him a clear edge over Inoue. The fight between Davis and Inoue is going to be a real punching battle, Norman Jr. said, but I'm putting my money on Davis. I've fought both of them, and from my experience, I can say with confidence that Davis will win if he connects with his punches. His power is unmatched, and if he lands those shots, he'll come out on top. So we've heard different opinions about both fighters, but the big question remains. Will the special skills and strengths each fighter possesses be enough to secure a victory? Even seasoned boxing experts may have missed some crucial details about how the two fighters truly match up. It's not just about what we know so far. There could be hidden talents or unexpected strategies that will come into play during the fight. The real test will be seeing how each fighter uses their abilities in the ring. For instance, while Davis is known for his powerful punches, he'll have to overcome Inoue's strong defensive skills. Davis might try to press Inoue and force a stoppage, but if he doesn't pay attention to Inoue's counterpunching, it could be dangerous. Inoue has proven in his recent fights that he knows how to defend well, especially when facing hard hitters like Davis. Inoue often fights from a defensive stance, waiting for the perfect moment to strike back. This style could make it tough for Davis to land his powerful punches. So while Davis's knockout power is undeniable, he'll need to figure out how to deal with Inoue's defense if he hopes to come out on top in this fight. That said, all these predictions and analyses from boxing experts are just speculation. No one can truly know what will happen in the fight until the two men step into the ring. What's exciting is that the fight is definitely happening. Instead of focusing on all the different theories, fans should be looking forward to seeing who will emerge victorious when Davis and Inoue finally meet. So what do you think? Are you backing Gervonta Tank Davis and his powerful punches? Or do you believe Noaya Inoue's defense and skill will give him the edge? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest boxing